tried to reassure Malia she was not out of Chan's league. He said maybe Chan was intimidated by her beauty and independence. Do you think some men are intimidated by women like her? Absolutely. I think that I don't think it's just men. I think women can become intimidated by a high valued man. I mean, Alicia, we love that word. It's just so funny to us, because when women were talking about I'm high maintenance, men were like, so stupid term, and now I'm high valued. So you're high maintenance, sir. Basically, I'm high value. So now you're high maintenance. Okay. Um, I definitely feel like when you like somebody and you see them in a certain light, it's natural to sometimes feel like a little intimidated. Like you start to play your own little stats game. Like, hey, I have this going for me. Like, would I be his type? Yeah. So I didn't think that Malia thinking that she was out of Chan's league was anything odd. I think even though she's a beautiful woman and she has a lot going on for herself, right now is not the best time for Malia, to be honest. After what Frank has done, all of the mental and emotional abuse of her family and Erica over the years, emotionally, she's not in a very, very good place. So I think it's natural for her to be right now really questioning herself, really questioning her self worth. It's easy to do that when you feel like you've just been walked on by everybody in your whole life. Your whole life. You could be beautiful and your self esteem can be shot because of the traumas that you've been through. I mean, you freaking Mike, you was with him for years and he cheated. I mean, she knew some stuff, but she was also in a position where she was being told to kind of like make allowances for it because who him and his family are. And this is just a society that it is. Men do these things, right? And women figure out ways to just deal with it, whether it's crying or going to a therapist or getting caught up on some bourbon or getting yourself a personal trainer. Like, you have to deal with it, suck it up. So I don't feel like Malia is in a great place in how she feels about herself. And so I think it's natural that she feels kind of like, you know, I don't think he likes me. And Antonio's like, men get intimidated. And I hate when I've asked men this question, like, men don't get intimidated. Liar. You a liar. You liar. Everybody's lying. I mean, if you was to meet whoever yours, okay, people, Alicia has a huge crush on Jason Momoa. That's her baby daddy, honey. If she was to run up on some Jason Momoa, she would be like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's a little intimidating. Like, I am really standing in front of Jason Momoa. I don't think Kyrie has any celebrity crushes.
He's getting tore
So yeah,
down,
I can't.
Karina. He's
Tore
getting
down,
torn down. Okay,
tore down,
it's.
baby.
I'm
I ain't
like,
single for
bro,
what?
the fact that I ran into you, like, this probably ain't never gonna happen again. Like,
That's God's plan.
you know, God to be
He
knowing what he
wanted you to
doing.
get that work. He wanted you to get them ones and twos. Yeah, I don't. I think there's a lot of very attractive celebrity men in the world. So yeah, I mean, if I ran into somebody and I was like, oh my god, like you get a little starstruck. I think you can be starstruck on people who aren't even celebrities. You could just meet somebody and you like, how in the world are you looking like that? I mean, have you ever seen somebody and they were just like your type? And you was like, no, because only people like that exist in my mind. I've never seen anybody who had everything on the list. You're so dumbfounded. It can be a little intimidating. So yeah, I think Chan was a little, sizing it up and whatnot, trying to see what it was. What's your take on it, Letis? Somebody unmute yourself. Like y'all, like I'm not going.
um, do you think men are intimidated? Yes, I do think men and women are intimidated by women like Malia, but I do also think there's a handful of men and women that are not. Everything isn't always, a competition. It's oh wow, I aspire to be that, and we can look at somebody else and be encouraging and in awe and be like, that's amazing, but not feel any type of way about it. So I guess it just depends on who you are, how you think, and you know, not worry about the
Right.
rest. Beauty and independence. Yeah, that's my take. I agree with what you said too, Karina.
Yeah.
Yes, men can be intimidated, especially by women like her. They see um, she's beautiful. She has her own business. Sis can dress. She drives a nice whip. Like, guys, even though a lot of them claim, oh, we don't care about your income. Some,
They
whether
care
they
a
care or
lot.
not, yeah, it's not necessarily just that. It's like, okay, this woman, she can sustain herself, she can take care of herself. Um, wow, what kind? He might think that she's used to a higher caliber type of
Yeah.
man, or oh, I know, she got a bunch of dudes on deck, what makes me so special, so it could be all kinds of reasons, in different ways that they're intimidated. But yes, I definitely believe some men can be intimidated by successful, beautiful women.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think you hit on something very important. You talked about like the financial component of it, right?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you don't care about what somebody makes. Why would you not? That's kind of an important piece because you being able to take care of yourself says a lot to me. If you got 4 kids and you sleeping on your mama's couch and you got boyfriends and they're running in and out the spotlight, you're not a very responsible human being. Like you're not taking care of yourself, your children, you're being reckless with your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? It says a lot about who you are. So stop with the capping, please. Okay. But you said something about the financial aspect of her being fully self-sustained, right? A lot of times, even in my past, I've met guys and the first thing they want to like let me know, like I make this, I do this, whatever. It was like trying to show me that, I could do for you. But it's like I didn't need it, right? Because I had my own. But finances becomes a tool of power. I can control you because of this money that I have that I could possibly give to you. And a lot of people just dangle stuff in your face. But what I'm saying is like the fact that you can't buy her. You can't, what I'm saying, take you out there to Miami, take you to the Bahamas, take you to Jamaica. I've already been to all those places. I took myself there. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I won't go back again, but I'm not, oh my God, girl, you gonna take me out to Miami. We're gonna have the penthouse. I mean, I've literally done that before. I've had the penthouse suite. Like, it's nice, right? So it's like, can't really buy people when they're financially stable. You have to come with more than I can buy you a, what I'm saying, Louis bag. I got that. Well, I can buy you this. You know what I'm saying? What do you buy for somebody who has it all already, right? So that
Right.
means that you have to start really leading more authentically, where you have to really build that connection with that woman and mentally and emotionally stimulate each other and not just sexually, but like I like a person who can give me a good conversation. I love that. I love when we can go back and forth, we can joke, we can talk. I love that. I think that's like the best thing in the whole wide world where you can just talk with somebody and you both were like, yo, it was a dope conversation, right? So you have to bring more of yourself out as opposed to, you see my whip, like, whatever.
Mm.
You out here flexing with your car like that's supposed to get you the girl? Stop it. That's weird.
Right. And it's
Anyway.
funny that Antonio says that to Chan. I mean, not
Hmm.
says that to Chan, says that to
About
Malia
Chan, yeah.
about Chan.
No.
Because clearly that's not Chan, and he knows that's probably not even. I mean, Chan is successful. He helped him out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but Antonio got this situation going on with Deja. Where he's
Yeah,
used to throwing his money, and like you said, money could be power. It could be a tool. So yeah,
definitely.
I think that was his own feelings. Maybe he felt intimidated by her beauty and
I think he definitely felt
independence.
intimidated by Malia because he can't buy her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like the only person around him that he hasn't been able to buy. And she's the one that he wants. But it's like, so you mean to tell me I'm gonna have to go and get me some counseling and fix myself on the inside so I can be a good man for you? I don't want to do that. I just want to buy you a Gucci bag. Like, can I just do that? Can I just take it to Hawaii? Or do I have
Mm-hmm.
to dig into me and get myself together? Like, it'd just be cheaper and easier if I just buy you nice things and tell you to shut up. Like, see what I'm saying? Money starts to become a powerful tool where you make people bow down to you. And Malia doesn't need the money because she got it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't rich, but baby, she's holding her own, honey. Holding her own.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is.
I think that's so funny that a man would rather buy you something than to work on himself to become a better man. Women too, like there's women like
Jesus.
that too. Like would
Jesus.
rather, oh, let's go do this instead of doing the work to make you a better person, a decent person. Like that is so wild to me.
It is crazy.
I've been in situations where the man would rather leave the relationship or make it seem like I'm the problem because he doesn't want to do the work to fix what's going on between us or even to apologize and say that he was wrong. I'm like,
Me and
crazy.
My God.
we're dealing with that, with somebody in our family, that would
Oh
rather
yeah.
buy you a lunch than
Oh
to
honey.
admit, than to apologize and be like, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have whatever. Well, I bought you a lunch. I'm gonna send you a DoorDash.
Alicia,
Like,
I bet I know
here's
who it
$5.
is.
Go get a coffee.
yeah, here's fine.
Okay.
Go get you a coffee,
You don't apologize.
huh?
I'm like, here's $20. Just go get us something to eat. So you buying food is now
Go to the
the
fish house.
replacement for being wrong. Okay. All right. Don't need it. I sniffle a lot. I'm sorry. I watch myself on here and I'm like, you got a whole sniffling demon.
I ain't seen
Allergies.
it.
No,
You
What?
I do. I
never see
sniffle a
it
lot. It's
until she
okay.
says
It's okay.
it.
I just want the viewers to know she's got allergies. That's, yeah. Nobody. It's perfect. This question is it yours, Kyrie?
Our next question. Malia had buyer's remorse when she ate breakfast with Antonio the next morning. She felt bad for trying to seduce him while drunk. What would you have done in that moment if you were Malia? Well, y'all already know I wouldn't have been there. But
Girl, me too.
When I read
but
that question, I said, I already know what
Yeah.
Kimmy A's about to say. I ain't even gonna
if
be there.
I if I
What would
had
you do?
to if I was at gunpoint and forced to go over Antonio's house and forced to
Good
drink
point.
some amazing wine and pass out, um, honestly, I would have called April first because I like having those head on hard conversations first. Let's not beat around the bush. I don't need to talk to anybody else about how I should proceed. I need to talk to the person that I have wronged directly. Like that's how I would have dealt with it. So I would have called
Stand up
her.
move.
Yeah, I would have called her and just, hey, this is what happened. This is what's going on. I'm so sorry for disrespecting you. I never meant anything by it. I'm trying to get information about an associate of Antonio's, and just laid it out there for her, and then she could have proceeded how she wanted to. But that's how I would have proceeded in this situation.
Yeah, I agree with you. What about you, Alicia?
Um, I'm not sure if I would have. Well, if I could, maybe would have reached out. Me, I'm all. I'm like, I would have woke up like, oh snap. Okay, this went too far. Even though nothing happened,
Yes, it did.
but
Yeah.
it that went too far, and I just would have jumped up and probably just ran home, and then probably would have ghosted him in some type of way. You can't run forever,
Mhm.
but just until I get my head right and try to figure out, okay, how am I going to approach
Right.
this? That would have been my
Right.
first move, and then eventually, yeah, me and her would have to have that conversation. But I'm convinced she was already, on a plane on her way back by the time, Malia woke up because her neighbor must have called and let her know, especially for the girl to
Out
show
here,
up.
cold hearted snitching.
Yeah, she showed up
Snitching,
at the
baby, and not
boutique,
getting
like,
paid for
and
it.
Malia was leaving early, and April had gotten there. Like that was April's first stop. That chick she didn't go home,
Mm.
say nothing. That was her first
Yes.
stop, the
From the
boutique,
PDX airport, take me to her store. Downtown
straight to the
Portland, baby.
boutique.
From
So,
the airport to the store.
yeah. So I don't know if I agree with what Kyrie said, but I'm not sure that would be that would be Alicia's move. Alicia's ghosting everybody until she figure out her next her next step. And
I'm with
so
you though. Like,
that's the mature way, to call
yeah,
call her and be like, hey,
yeah,
this is what happened. I apologize.
definitely
I
the
don't
mature
have
way.
a right.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely like the mature move because I hadn't even thought about that. I just knew that once
Right.
I opened my eyes up, I was like, "Where are my pants at? Where are my
Right.
socks?
I'm ready to run.
My purse? I want to go. Like I'm gonna be so dramatic. I need to leave here,
Girl, my stomach
Antonio.
hurt. I gotta get home. I just don't
I'm
feel good.
sick. I
Yeah.
have a hangover. Like I would have did the absolute most. I would have just left. You know what I mean? And I would have been thinking like, God dang, like how am I gonna rectify this mess now? It would, it would have taken me a couple of days to simmer on it to figure it out. But Malia didn't even have time on her hands because April went from the airport baby to the boutique.
To
You
the
know, she was
boutique.
already on her, in which I don't even understand that either. She should have been pulling up on her Negro. You know, you're gonna come up. I'm not doing it. My beef ain't with the woman. My beef is with you. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. We got rings. We got paperwork. I need to discuss this with you, not you. But I like you better. But it's you. Hmm. Yeah, I would have left and wouldn't have been very mature about it. I like Alicia, and that just it's in the DNA because I would have been a runner. I would have been a track star. Like I would have.
A
She
track
gonna run away from
star.
this hard. Like baby, I wouldn't have went to work.
Now y'all want to
Like I would have been
run.
on like do not like disturb. I
Mm-hmm.
would have just been at home, like really trying to get my mind right. Like, how did you get to this point? You in Rose City, baby. Like everybody talks, they talk. And now this about to be a topic. Oh, she's spending at his house. And Victoria about to call and put all the other affluent black people on blast. Like, girl, y'all's girl Malia. I mean, I can kick it with her because I'm cool with, Addison and stuff. But and y'all
Mm-hmm.
gonna see her in the next chapter. But I know who she is. And total slut. A slut. Like she would have just ate her up. So now everybody's about to know you spent the night at this soon to be married man's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's all bad. It's no bueno. So I would have left. I would have turned my phone off. I would have sent Eva a message like, "Girl, if you need to reach me, email me because baby, it's about to go down. Like I don't even know how I did this to myself. I was being stupid. Like God, take the wheel because my mama's about to be calling. The grandma's gonna call. My sister
Oh,
gonna be like, "Are you
Lord.
okay, Mel?" It's about to be something. I'm just sick and tired of being the like in the middle of some junk. But Malia really did it to herself. She really did it to herself. Yeah.
Oh,
And I
sorry.
wanted to say I commend Kyrie for being such a like adult about
So
the situation. Like,
mature.
let me call and explain this.
I was like,
Me and
the
Alicia,
Lord
like,
did
we
her
gonna
good.
explain it. Good.
We running the
Yeah, God gives
we'll
us some
run.
good sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna ghost everybody. I
Like
wouldn't have been talking to
I knew
Antonio
my
either. I'm like, listen,
answer
this is about to get
too.
real hot and ugly.
I knew my answer until I heard
I'm
hers, and I
just
was
like, leave
like,
me alone.
"That's some smart shit." Yeah,
What?
I'm like, that never even crossed
Like,
my mind.
that's for
Now
Did
I
sure.
y'all
gotta
hear
throw that
me?
in my
It did,
answer.
no, it did not.
Did y'all hear
That
me?
wasn't even in my mind. I was like, let me
No,
put my
I didn't
pants
hear
on.
you. What
I
did you say?
said, oh, now y'all want to run. I've been running away from
What?
everything,
Oh,
and
honey, I
y'all
just
like,
want to put
no,
my
but
pants on
now
and
y'all want
leave,
to
honey. I
run.
want my car keys. You was being
Right.
all like, mature about it. That's not what would have been coming to my mind. Put your pants on, get
Mm-mm.
your keys in your purse, baby. Go.
Go
Like
get
you,
out of
you,
there.
you done effed up now. Yeah, I would have just been like, and like Kyrie said, this is one of the very big reasons why it's so hard for women and men to be friends. Like I have two male friends, and we all went out to breakfast, a couple months ago, but it was like we have to be together in this group. It wasn't going to be like, me, you can go alone. No, 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 boo. We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the look of it isn't right, right? Even it could be totally innocent. Oh, just eat breakfast. People are like, nah, you want a date. Nah, because you know, no, because you're planning something. So you can't do it. Malia was out of pocket, baby. You gotta be 4 steps ahead. She should have known that like a whole disaster was gonna break out because she just has that type of luck. Malia has
Mm-hmm.
terrible luck.
Right.
If whatever
Poor
bad could
baby.
happen, it's gonna happen, baby.